Check out the new flow timer from Minimal Desk Setups. I can't remember when I found this on Kickstarter, but I found it a while back when I discovered the Pomodoro method. And I was using apps and things on my phone, and none of them I really loved. And then I found this. I love the idea of a tactile timer, not just some app on my phone. This seems to be the only timer made that is solid. It's not plasticky. It doesn't feel cheap. The screen is, I think, beautiful in a very simple way. And it just feels fun to use. Just a small disclaimer, I did support this Kickstarter of my own money. Minimal Desk Setups does not know that I'm making this video, and they are obviously not seeing it before I upload it because they have no idea who I am. I also love the main dial. It's super clicky, super satisfying, and it's really smart. In order to change the seconds and minutes on either the focus timer or the break timer, you just start scrolling really fast and it automatically switches over to minutes. So you can get the minutes up super fast. And then to go back from minutes to seconds, you just stop scrolling for a second and then scroll slowly and it goes back to changing your seconds. It's super intuitive and I love that there's not another button press to cycle through. You just have to press a button to switch between focus timer and break timer. Here's what it sounds like. Here are a few button presses. The main dial, and the other two main buttons, the reset button and the flow mode button. So unfortunately, mine was affected by the shipping issue that they've discovered. You can see here the contact is a little loose, but they've already promised to fix all that for future ones, and they've promised to provide fixes for anyone that's affected by it from the Kickstarter order. They've actually stopped shipping any Kickstarter orders that have not gone out. It seems like they are very focused on fixing this issue. Not something I'm worried about. So in the meantime, even though the charging dock is currently not working, I will be using my USB-C charger or just any USB-C charger to be charging my timer. Another great feature is just, universal USB-C. Unfortunately, I don't know of any way. I don't think there's a way to see how much battery is left without actually plugging this in, but not a big deal. I'm sure the battery life is super long. It's just a little LCD screen, super basic. I'm sure the battery life is super long on it anyway, so I don't plan on having to charge it very much or for very long. My Kickstarter order also came with a travel case. I picked the orange so that it would match the cable and all the other little details of the charcoal gray color that I got. And I also just love that the orange is bright, easy to find in a bag or wherever it might be. It has a magnetic closure. It feels nice in the hand. It's real snappy. One odd thing that I noticed is that it is possible to turn on the timer when it's in the case, or if the button so happens to be pressed. Maybe like you've got it squished in your bag or something. I don't really see this being a huge issue though. Just don't put it somewhere where it could get squished and turned on. But even if it does get turned on, I'm sure it'd be fine. The screen is very basic. I don't think the battery is going to get killed by it being on for however long. I imagine this has very good battery life. Overall, I'm super excited to use this, especially during video editing, as well as any other work or read time, or really just any time. It's just a great, fun little timer to use. And I'm looking forward to the improvements and fixes that they have for all the Kickstarter supporters. Thanks for watching.